Welcome, welcome, Leo, to Earth Fire Song Creations of good vibe and well wishes to all of you. Thank you, everyone, for being curious and pressing play to hear what I have to say. Welcome back to all who have been here before. I truly appreciate you and invite you to visit my channel anytime so that we may build a happy and creative community within which to grow this bridge from earth to heaven. If you like what you see and hear, please hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, and hit the notifications bell to know when my next video is posted. All of my messages and readings are timeless and are possible to resonate with at any one given moment. Our beautiful Earth Mother needs our personal understanding of ourselves so she may bring us with her into unity consciousness through our grounding into her as she enters the golden age of the Christos energies. I bring you positive messages from our Earth Mother's energy readings. And I thank you, Mother Earth, Gaia, Sophia, Oceana, Galactic Brethren, and Star People, the Great Spirit, God, Yeshua, Mother Mary, Mary Magdalene, archangels, divinely guided spirits, guides, and ancestors, the divine wise frequency dragons, elementals, bird kind, horse kind, all animal kind, and ocean cetaceans. I love you and appreciate your messages and wisdoms. Now, Leo, as I have said before, the present 13 constellations, which is where our Earth has moved since the creation of horoscope readings and zodiac readings, the time period right now is from August 10th to September 15th when we are in alignment for the Leo sign within fire and sun. The old traditional reading was from July 23rd to August 22nd days. So keep that in mind, and there's also a posting in community post representing this. And I decided even though April begins with Aries, I decided to begin with Leo because the first precious soul to ever enter my life in this lifetime is a Leo. And I wanted to do this reading in honor of my very precious soul of a Leo. I'm drawing from the crystal cards, earth elements, and I'm going to draw now for the feminine side of the Leo, and the second one from this card deck will be for the masculine side of this Leo. Every human being has a feminine side and a masculine side, and in order to reach unity consciousness, we must reach unity between our masculine and our feminine sides within in order to find our greater balance within. And we can do this also through grounding and reflection with Mother Earth. So what would be the feminine reading today for Leo? I'm going with the top one. What? Oh, I got a twofer. This is the feminine side of fire, and the masculine side, I am being told, aquamarine for release, which is a water. Now, isn't that kismet? Thank you, spirits. That was nifty. An absolute kismet. So, as always, I read so that you may discern your own personal understanding of yourself within a generic reading from me upon each card. Fire. The feminine side of Leo is within the fire of Mother Earth. That is your sacral and solar plexus. The affirmation is, I embrace my power and apply it through action. The element of fire has appeared as a signal for you to prepare to use your personal power for transformation of your current situation or circumstance. You are entering a trial by fire that will create a drastic change in your experience. Before the creation of the new can begin, however, the destruction of the old must take place. Fire is directing you to seek deep within to find the outmoded aspects of your life and then offer them up to the dragon within to be transmuted into new and more beautiful creations. Old habits, possessions, beliefs, and creations that no longer serve you are to be swept away in the flames of your creative force. From the ashes of these old creations, new and more powerful creations will emerge. By offering those things that you no longer need to the power of fire, you are making room in your life to manifest the new. This transformation and transmutation process may be intense. It is through fire that we become purified and renewed. Attempting to hold on to those things in your life that no longer serve you will only create difficulty. Release them readily and you will find them replaced within the gold and jewels of spiritual growth and abundant physical creations. One way to aid in this release is through a candle ritual. Carve symbols for those things that you want to release or transmute into the sides of a candle. Light the flame and meditate upon releasing these things to the flame of fire that will transform or transmute them. Allow the candle to burn until all of the symbols have been melted and released into heat and light. Focus on releasing them to the universe where the creative force will utilize the energy to create new and better forms for you. You can also practice the ritual of fire purification by writing down what you wish to release or cleanse on a small piece of paper, then ritually burning them to ash, safely of course. This process represents the actual release of the physical form and the transformation of the old form back into neutral, usable energy to use in creating a new form that will better serve you. Now this water sign is aquamarine. So, aquamarine signifying release. Wow, which goes perfectly with fire. Like I said, kismet. This is for the throat chakra. Affirmation is, I joyfully release anything that no longer serves my highest good. Aquamarine is encouraging you to let go of attachment. You may be attached to a particular outcome and feel that it is the only one that will bring you happiness. But the universe has a plan that you cannot see. Trying to control the current situation is like trying to squeeze that fist full of water. Let go and allow the universe to bring you the outcome that is in your highest good. Sometimes your attachment is to a person. If this is the case, then it is time to set them and yourself free. If someone is meant to be in your life, the universe will guide them back. If your work with them is complete, there is no amount of attachment that will make them stay. Release will bring both of you more peace. Perhaps you are attached to the old stories or events that you feel define you or have made you who you are. All of our experiences in this lifetime are transient. Your true identity is not defined by a past experience, but by the quality and nature of your soul. Reinvent yourself by letting go of your old stories. Carrying those wounds or those triumphs does not define who you are now. It can, however, limit you. Release them and free yourself to become who you are meant to be instead of dwelling in who you have been. Aquamarine is asking you to simply let go. Free yourself by releasing your grasp and allow yourself to be carried into a new level of growth and renewal. I promise you it will feel better. And center yourself as well, Leo. Center yourself to balance both the fire of your feminine side to the water of your masculine side. Isn't that amazing? You can do it. And it feels so good. Next, I will draw from the Druid Animal Oracle. Oh, no, I'm sorry. I will draw from the Frequency Dragons. What dragon is helping Aries today? Did I say Aries? What frequency dragon is helping Leo today? What frequency dragon? No. I'm going to shuffle this one more time. Some outlying fire energies want attention today, and as far as I'm concerned, we need to focus. So we're going to focus on correct energies of intention and let all chattering fire signs relax a bit. Frequency dragon message for Leo today. Magenta Dragon enables you to bring forward your soul wisdom. How beautiful. Awaken your soul memories and higher spiritual understanding. Prepare for accelerated ascension. Each of us and our souls have memories. And through each lifetime, they bring us great wisdoms. The magenta dragon is a fifth dimensional dragon. The magenta dragon enables you to bring forward your soul wisdom, awaken your soul memories and higher spiritual understanding. Prepare for accelerated ascension. Glorious fifth dimensional magenta dragons accompany us on our eternal soul journey as we experience and learn from all the universes, planes, and dimensions. As they travel with us, they remind us that we are immensely wise and learned beings with so much to offer. Because we have gone through the veils of amnesia, we have forgotten who we truly are. As soon as magenta dragons connect with us, they prepare us to remember our unique role in this universe. They place us in an extraordinary deep pink flame of love, higher spiritual understanding, and wisdom. They work with Archangel Mariel, who is in charge of the soul star chakras of humanity. The dragons prepare the way so that the Archangel can wake us up at a deep soul level. Once we have awakened, we can never see ourselves in the same way again. We recognize who we truly are and bring forward our soul wisdom. This is a card of accelerated ascension. A magenta dragon is here to remind you that you are an illumined soul carrying much wisdom. It is helping you to dissolve any remaining veils of illusion and preparing you to become an enlightened one. It has come to you now to remind you that all is love, for we are all one. It is time to see all things with the wise inner eyes of truth. Treat everyone as if they were you. Your guidance is to sit quietly with your magenta dragon and allow the door to your vast soul memories to open. When you reveal to yourself who you truly are, you will help to bring forward the new golden age. Oh, how so very, very true. Let's see what the horses have for you today. I used to care for horses. I absolutely adore them. What messages to Leo do the horses have today? Unicorn. Both betrayal and forgiveness. Looks like this message is going to be one about balancing. This is a time for balancing right now. It is oh so very strong in the underlying currents of balance. Balancing the fire, the water, the air into Mother Earth, grounding. Unicorn, betrayal and forgiveness, pureness of heart, deception, and atonement. Message for humankind, redemption may be found in the benevolent forgiveness of nature. Message for horsekind, you are the earthly evidence of magic. My story. I am Unicorn, you are pure of heart. If you can see me, this must be true. Come stand by me, for I have a story to tell. The story of a maiden who was captivated by a hunter's tale about the beauty of unicorns and their magical horns. Unable to resist the allure of this tale, she wandered deep into the forest to seek out the mysterious creature, even though a twinge in the recesses of her heart warned her the hunter would follow. The unicorn appeared to her just as I've appeared to you, to greet the pureness in her heart. She knelt before him in reverence, and he, in turn, knelt beside her. In doing so, he became mortally vulnerable to the hunter who had followed, knowing that the maid would be a beacon to his prey. There is no happy ending here. The hunter left with the alicorn as his trophy, leaving the girl to weep in despair and shame over the unicorn's death and her role in his betrayal. You might ask, how could the unicorn be so deceived? He was not. The unicorn was aware of the danger that awaited him, but on this occasion he was answering a higher call. He looked deep into the eyes of his conflicted betrayer and saw her regret. He chose to stay to show her the consequence of straying from the pure-hearted path. In his benevolence, he hoped that within his sacrifice she might find her redemption. Counsel from Unicorn. I am telling you this story so you understand that the unicorn would be the first to forgive the maiden for being led astray. Sometimes returning to the path of the pure heart must be precipitated by something so opposite and so dark that it forces you to come back into the light. When your heart is betrayed, you may feel a loss of trust and experience a symbolic death, causing you to wall off your heart from further injury. Your brave task is to forgive who or what needs to be forgiven, thus freeing and encouraging you to walk the way of the unicorn. Think of a time when you strayed from your heart's path. What caused you to leave and what helped you return? Who or what in your life needs to be forgiven? Have you ever knowingly or unknowingly betrayed another or yourself? If so, what have you done to atone or make amends? Where or when was your innocence shattered, and what do you need to help it become whole? What sacrifices have you made for the well-being of others? Offer up a selfless gesture without the expectation of a return. That is the message of Unicorn today, Leo. So very precious. Next, I will draw up a druid animal. What messages for Leo do the druid animals have today? That's weird. Okay. What? This one? Top one. Oh, beautiful. The swan in front of what I think is Glastonbury Tor. I think. A swan going into the lake or pond and another swan in the distance with Glastonbury Tor. I think that's Glastonbury Tor up on the top of the mountain, the hill. Swan, Yala. Soul, love, beauty, Leo. In the upright, Yala brings us the qualities of soul, of love and depth, grace and beauty, being associated with the Druid festival time of Samhain. The swan is also a bird of the threshold and represents that part of us which can travel into the other world. Drawing this card may indicate that you will receive inspiration from the other world or that love is entering into your life. It is auspicious to draw this card if you are preparing to write a song or poem, for the swan's skin and feathers were used to make the bard's ceremonial cloak, the tugun. Drawn reversed. This card may mean that you need to come to terms with a separation. The old tales of the swan show that in reality there is no separation from the ones we love, only transformation from one form to another. But to continue our journey in this world, we need to be able to say goodbye to those we are separated from, even though we know that ultimately we may be together again. The separation we are faced with, however, may be internal rather than external. And Iala may be calling us to connect more deeply with our own soul. The card depicts a scene from the Irish tale, The Dream of Oigunus. I'm sorry. In the foreground is a lake where a beautiful girl, Caer Abermaith Ubery, changes into a swan every other year in the time of Samhain. To win her, Oinjus, the god of love, becomes a swan, and they both fly to his house, Brugnaboyne, now known as Newgrange. Oh, I'm sorry, it was Newgrange, and pictured on the horizon. As with many swans that appear in the old tales, there is a gold chain around Ubery's neck. Next will be the messages from the Kitsumi. Foxfire. Now, what does Foxfire bring to Leo today? Number 31, a time to walk alone. Number 31. There is such sadness in misunderstanding, but know now that it will only last a season. When we share who we truly are with others, and especially with those we love, there are few things more harsh than a lack of acceptance or a misunderstanding due to ignorance, fear, or the failure to truly listen. When this card comes to you, there may be a sense that you have attempted to reveal who you are, the witch within, and she has been met with disbelief and skepticism. It is, of course, as it should be, that others are free to react as they do. And if we were without any of the humanity that we are here to learn, it would matter little. But to you, it has mattered, and there is a sense of rejection and abandonment that comes with this card. Just as this witch has been cast forth from her own people, as they have feared and been taught to reject people like her. Know that there are many people in this world who feel that there is only one way to the divine, and they have embraced fearful dogma as it is simpler and seemingly safer than walking the hard road of authenticity and commitment to our magical path. Know that this time will pass, and soon there will be breakthrough and friendships that emerge from true understanding. The sense of walking alone in a world growing colder will not last, and in time you will know that the separation that took place was in so many ways a bright blessing. For you are meant to discover, and you need the space, the time, and the opportunities to become who you are truly meant to be. You are not lost, you are wandering, and as you do, you will come upon the path you are meant to tread. Till that time, the Kitsune will walk with you, so you are never alone. Now I'm going to bring to you, I love these little cards. To me, they signify a message from the inner child. And these are the little spirit animal cards with very simple messages. Perfect from the inner child. Okay, so what is the message for Leo's inner child? Crow. I love it. Believe in the magic. Oh, yes, what a beautiful message. I believe in the magic, Leo. Believe in the magic. It has been brought forth yet again. So, Crow. Believe in the magic. Crow says, there's a whole lot of magic in the world, but we can get so caught up in seeing it as ordinary that we miss it. How beautiful and magical it is to plant something in the ground and see it grow over time. It is a wonder that a caterpillar weaves a cocoon around itself and eventually comes out as a completely different creature, a butterfly. That the sun rises and sets every day is incredible. You also have that magic in you. It's just a matter of believing in yourself and appreciating the miracles that happen around you every day. It isn't necessary to have a magic wand. You can influence your world through what you believe because your thoughts have an incredible amount of power. If you think that something can happen and can feel what it will be like to have it happen, then make a plan and work toward it, and it will most likely occur. That's how powerful you are. It might not happen right away or exactly as you imagine, but stick with it and watch how whatever you really put your mind to will come true. Start a collection of stories about miracles and keep them in a folder. Notice the magic in the world that we take for granted, such as rainbows after rain, how the moon changes over a month, the rise and fall of our ocean's tides, or the awesome display of stars at night. Oh my gosh, last night and on into the wee hours of the morning, I experienced the most wonderful thunder and lightning show and heavy rains I have felt in such a long time. It was so wonderful. I watched streaks of lightning bolts across the sky and across the clouds. It was fabulous. And when I would close my eyes, I was woken up at the wee hours of the morning, the early hours of the morning, And it was as if God was just shining right into my eyeballs, and my curtains were closed, mind you, and it was as if a bright bolt of lightning was hitting right into my eyes. It was a miracle. It was amazing, and the thunder was so luscious. What miracles, what miracles. And after such a warm March, it was just a beautiful, miraculous blessing to feel so much rain landing upon the roof and around the ground and through the leaves. It was beautiful, a lovely, lovely miracle. And so to continue, whenever you hurt yourself in any way, whether or not you require a doctor's treatment, take note of how magically and remarkably well your body heals itself. Be aware of how the thoughts and beliefs you focus on are more likely to come true. Think positive, good, healing thoughts, and your body will follow through. Take care of yourself by eating well, getting rid of all those congestive and inflammatory foods, and eating lots of lean meats and vegetables. You'll feel so wonderful. Next, we have a simple earth magic message. What message does the Earth Mother have for Leo today? Beautiful. Wolf. Instinct. I love the wolf. Let's see. Wolf, embodying instinct. Some of the strongest characteristics of our brother and sister wolves are loyalty, companionship, playfulness, and affection. They are exceptional parents and take great care of their young. We see similarities to wolves and domesticated dogs, particularly in certain breeds, yet these tamed and distant relatives have long ago transferred their loyalty and pack behavior to humans. Yet wolves are still carnivorous wild animals, surviving by seeking out whatever food is available that meets their dietary needs. This is instinctually driven and is the most basic and natural drive that all living things possess. Over the centuries, the encroachment of civilization into the wolves' natural territories and the periodic scarcity of game have prompted these beings to hunt whatever they could, whenever they could. The scarcity of game have prompted these beings to hunt wherever they could, which at times include a rancher's or farmer's cattle or sheep. This in turn has triggered a desire for revenge by these people so that they hunt and kill wolves, which has decimated their ranks. It's the so-called civilized world clashing with the world of the wild and instinctual. You have lost touch with your instinctual sensitivities. It is a result of cultural and or religious proscriptions dictating that anything wild and instinctual is threatening, therefore has to be controlled or eliminated. Now is the time to overcome this limited mindset and tune in to these instinctual cues. Let the spirit of wolf be your teacher and call upon this benevolent being for help, identifying what those specific cues are saying. Shed some of your inhibitions with the only guideline being to do no harm. Experiment by getting out of the straitjacket of familiar societal norms and listening to those sensations in your gut that are trying to give you a message. It may be a warning or an urging to take action of some sort. Take some deep breaths and simply notice what your bodily sensations are telling you. Your mind will be the receiver of that information, and your body and mind can learn to work more closely with each other once again. Beautiful. Leo, you do know that the human being grounds into earth, and through the trunk of our body and through our heart space, up into our mind, we gather enlightenment. So try grounding yourself and draw up your inner fire in order to release that which you do not need anymore. Find your instincts. Reconnect with your instincts. Reconnect with your instincts. And remember to tie into your soul wisdom. Bring in your soul memories and higher spiritual understanding, and prepare for accelerated ascension. Now is the time. This is the month of peace and calm and grounding, balancing and centering amidst all that the world would have you think is important or chaotic. Let go of that which you do not need and forgive. Let go of the betrayals in your life and the unhappiness, and realize that your peace and inner strength and inner balance is far more valuable than any worries about prior betrayals. I know I myself have had to let go of quite a lot in my life for quite some time now, 45 years or more. Actually, an entire lifetime of my memories just on Earth itself. Allow the internal masculine and feminine to balance and reunite. Within peace. This can bring about a peace and tranquility within your mind, body, and soul, especially your emotions. It will help you to find your center and grounding and allow you to balance this on a regular occasion with regularity. Just sitting quietly and focusing within and connecting to groundedness whilst you walk alone. Believe in the magic all around you, especially Mother Earth, for that is what we are here for. If not, we would have incarnated someplace else. But no, we are here at this time to ascend into unity consciousness within the golden age of the Christos energies reigning upon Earth now, in order to temperature and practice that which is necessary for inner balance, peace, unity, calm, and to reverberate with that love that is within anything, everything, and all, especially from Mother Earth. Trust your instincts. Go within. Take a pause and breathe every once in a while, especially if maybe outside energies or anxieties may assail your senses. Stop, pause, take a breath. Never ever think you have to answer too quickly or move too quickly. Breathe, pause, think, center, balance. And finally, I'll bring you a quick message from the angels. What angel number comes up for Leo today? 1818. Optimism. Beautiful. Optimism, Leo. Angel whispers, successful manifestation of your abundance is near. Higher levels of optimism are needed as new abundant beginnings are on the horizon. Brighter days always come after the darkest of nights. The affirmation is, everything is in perfect order as I enter into this new chapter of my journey and connect to the abundance that is near. Those are your messages today, Leo. And as I have enveloped this entire reading with positive healing Reiki energy for you to follow you throughout your entire week, I shall bring this Reiki prayer and energy, having come through the video to you, to a close, to a peaceful seal. In the name of Mother Earth, the Maid, the Mother, and Crone of Mother Earth, and all of Divine Father, Son, and Spirit. May you have a beautiful, beautiful April, Leo. May you find peace, tranquility, healing, and most of all, balance and alignment. Till next time, Leo. Bye-bye.